Hey guys, so in this video we have here the JBL Quantum headset and we want to repair the headband on this model here. In this case this is the 400 model, but this also works just as well for any other JBL Quantum model as well. So in case you don't want to repair it yourself, but you just want to replace the entire headband, that's also an option. Then you can just purchase a new headband. I'm going to place an Amazon link here in the comment section below. But now let's have a look at how to actually repair it. But in general, the replacement or the process for the replacement pretty much works the same way, just that you don't repair the original headband. So we're starting out by removing the headband, detaching it from the headset itself. And in this case here, I'm using here the my pocket knife. I'm going to use here the screwdriver portion of it. And I'm starting out on one side here on the bottom left corner in this case. I'm going to just wiggle that screwdriver here right between the headband and the headset. And eventually it's going to, the headband is going to pop off. So it's just clipped into the headband or into the headset here. And you can carefully pop that off. So you want to use like some kind of blunt instrument so that you don't accidentally for one cut into the headband, since we want to reuse it. And then also we want to be careful not to bend the plastic of the headset too much, so that it will not like get scratched or dented, because those dents or scratches will just not come out in the future. So we're working the entire way around the headband here, and eventually it's going to pop off. Make sure that it's really detached on all the clips here. In this case here is still one clip connected, so I'm going to pop that off as well. And as soon as we're done with the one side, then the entire headband is going to come off. And we can now here see into the inside of the headset. So for now we're going to put this to the side and we're going to concentrate on the headband, since we do want to repair this in this video. You can see here what happened to it. So the headband here, this fabric part here, this plastic fabric part, that's just glued onto the subframe, this plastic subframe here. And the glue that has stopped working, so it's deteriorating over time, and in this case we're just using here some super glue. I do like using here this Loctite super glue, which comes in this little bottle, this squeezable bottle, and then when you squeeze this, then just a little bit of that super glue is coming out here at the tip. So that works really well for me here in this case. And I'm going to start out by just using a little bit of the super glue here and applying a little bit here on like a section, like a 1-inch section maybe, right where the glue has stopped, where the original glue has stopped working. So I'm going to apply a couple of small dots. So really not a whole lot. You don't need a whole lot of super glue here. It's actually a disadvantage to apply too much of that super glue at one spot. I'm going to show you that later, why that is. And so now I'm going to pull slightly on the fabric and just going to align it here with that subframe. I'm not going to pull on this fabric too much. I'm not going to pull it over the subframe too much, because we do need the rest of the fabric here also on the opposite side of the headband. So you really want to be careful not to pull on this too much. And then I'm going to keep working my way around here across the subframe with the super glue. And then now I'm going to be able to show you what happens when you apply too much super glue on one spot. And the thing that happens is you're going to pull the fabric over here and you're going to press it down with your thumb, and then the super glue is going to seep through this fabric, and in the end it's going to glue your finger to the fabric. And as soon as you try to pull your finger off of it, then it's going to some of the fabric is going to tear off and it's going to stick to your finger. So that's of course, we don't want that to happen. So make sure just to apply just a little bit of the super glue so that it doesn't seep through the fabric all the way. You can see here on my left index finger, In a second you can see how the fabric is just stuck to the finger. I have to pull it off now, and there you see the black is really stuck. It is really stuck well on my finger. I have to had a really hard time getting this off. Okay, so then once we're done with the first side, then we're going to continue on the opposite side. And now here I'm going to work a little bit faster, so I'm going to apply the super glue over the entire area all at once, since I got a little bit of practice on the first side. So now I'm going to do this here all at once, and then hopefully we have not pulled on that fabric too much on the first side, so that we're still able to pull the fabric over this area here on the subframe. So you may have to pull a little bit harder than you expect. Definitely harder than on the first side. And of course, here again, we are going to overlap this here on the subframe, right on the super glue. Also note that you may have to hold onto or press down with your finger on the super glue and the fabric for a little bit longer, because there's just a little bit more tension now than on the first side. So it's going to the fabric is going to try to pull off again. So just keep holding it a little bit longer than you did before. Now once we have completed gluing the headband back into the subframe, then we can start to reassemble everything. So we're going to take the headband and we're going to align it with the bottom corner. One of them, left or right, doesn't matter. And then we're going to press the headband right back into the headset, and we should hear a whole bunch of clicking sounds just as a confirmation that the headband is in the right location. And in case you have like a little bit of area, that's like what I have here, like this little part that doesn't really go in, then you can try to re-glue that back on. And we're going to repeat this on the second side, of course, as well. Click everything into position. And once we're done, then yeah, that was it. That was already it. So I hope you found this video helpful. And if you have any more questions or comments, then please leave a message below.